This is my third podcast, so I'm going to give this a bit of a try. So getting some feedback coming through, so I'm going to stop it. Hi everyone, just letting you know we're just about to start the 2022 Formula One in Melbourne, and I'm going to take you through a race so that you get an idea of where we're going to be sitting and the type of view that we can expect, and also a bit of a drive around the track and see where some of the vantage points will be. So I've just got this basically set up on
roaring as they line the track here in Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing. It's race day. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Perez, Carlos Sainz, and Hamilton. Ocon, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, and Guan Yu Zhou. Mick Schumacher, Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, and Ricciardo. Bottas,
that's us starting
Norris,
at 14th.
Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel, Albon and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Natalie Bingham.
Okay, we're going to fast forward this a bit. We go straight to the grid. So just a quick word on this. We've got this, the car is set up for, it's sort of like a default. It's not the highest setting, it's not the most competitive, but then again it's not the easiest either. So the car will be a little forgiving in parts. It won't be as tough to drive as what a normal Formula One car will be on this game. It's a racing simulator, and the idea is that this will give me a little bit of leverage. If I do hit the wall, it probably won't take me out. In a proper race, when you're racing against other people, a crash like that will be almost fatal for the car. Hitting other cars as well will damage either the front wing or maybe give you a puncture, same as if you get rammed from behind. Just a bit more forgiving. We've got 5 laps. We'll just drive around the circuit. For John and Beck, what the view you can see right now is obviously on the main straight, which is almost alongside where we will be. So I'm going to go straight into the race now and give it a go. Starting at 14th, there's a fair way back in the pack. Oh, that's not good. This will be an interesting chicane on race day. There's obviously going to be a lot of congestion at the beginning of the race. What you can't see him is stomping down on the brakes. I haven't got my glasses on. I've changed this setup for this corner here. It's a lot faster than what it used to be on. I've got the other two games for 2019 and 2021. That corner back there was quite tricky to take. So I've hit a couple of cars there and I was racing. Probably enough to take me in the pits. Coming down Main Straight now. Be prepared to wave. There we go. Hi, Johnny Beck. It's quite a high speed double corner, that right-hander, left-hander.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so
cheeky.
easy.
Got to get set up here. Get that bit of pull, toe. Got him. Hi, Johnny Beck.
Okay,
Anna.
DRS is now available.
The only problem with the DRS is I don't know where the switch is for it, so I keep forgetting to look it up. So the tune on this car, on this game at the moment, as I said, it's pretty forgiving. As you progress up in the field of the game, the tuning becomes more difficult, steering is a lot heavier. It's a bit of fun. So looking at these, where the general admission is on a lot of these, you wouldn't get to see a lot. So you want to be where some of these slower corners are. So I think this area here would be interesting. So this is just before the Main Straight. Hi, Johnny Beck, and probably getting a bit of an idea of why some of those grandstand tickets are so expensive with the views that they provide compared to some of these high-speed corners, and certainly the straights you wouldn't see anything of the cars. You get there to the race on Saturday, to the practice session on Saturday, you'll get an idea what the cars will be doing coming down here. I mean, I'm probably going as fast as I can down that. Which I imagine on modern Formula 1 car is pretty close to 300 kilometres.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Just 300. 300 k's at the end of that straight.
Gap to your teammate behind is 14.1 seconds.
Oh. Only Daniel Ricciardo is able to do this. Clearly he's not as good as me. An interesting grandstand. Doing 300 kilometers an hour, so you're not going to see much of the drivers when they come through. Whoa. There it is, final lap, final wave. Hi John and Beck, and hey.
Absolutely fantastic. That is a brilliant, brilliant result. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Driver of the day. Look, Mum, no hands.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory.
That gives you a bit of a taste of what the track looks like. And,
So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
I
Get
think
some idea
we'll
of
chalk this
what
one
the
up
views
as
would
a
be like.
deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside in the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you'll end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget time
True.
management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
Absolutely true. Okay.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there
Well
on
done,
that
mate.
top step of the podium.
That's us over there somewhere, I believe. So it should get a bit of a view of the presentation. Well, it's definitely somewhere in that stand. Won't have to move. Oh, there you have it.
Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today. An incredible performance.
Well, what an end to another fantastic